slowly, but still time is running out.
Hello friends, if you've been following me on any of my other social media channels or were on my live stream a couple months ago, you might know that since July of last year I've been in the process of designing and building a disc golf course. And this next weekend on February 25th and 26th, I'm gonna have my first couple little tournaments out here with the semi-permanent layout. We're renting baskets. We can't afford them to be permanent out here yet, and we don't exactly know 100% what land we're going to be able to keep long-term on this property. It's privately owned by a church, and they're talking about selling some portions of it before they end up putting their building down. But it's a gorgeous piece of land out here. I got 9 holes put in, so everyone will play it through twice both days. It's 2-disc challenge on Saturday, and on Sunday's actual PDGA C tier. So should be a lot of fun. I've run a few tournaments in the past, but this is the first actual sanctioned one that I've been able to be a part of, beyond like being co-TD for leagues and stuff like that. Sitting here on hole 5 trying to get this tee pad level, and it's one of my favorite holes. Look down there, so you have a little bit of a bog with some water in it, and then it goes over that ridge. Then on the other side, the pin is, you can't quite see it from here, it's about 275 through there, so I think that's gonna be a really fun one. I tried to make this course where it's gonna be challenging for your advanced and pro level players, but not so hard that intermediate or even beginner player would have a terrible time out here. It's not easy, but I think it's a lot of fun. Very wooded. We have a creek that comes through the property on this hole, and number 9. Really excited to play it. I'll show you guys some more of the designs we go. Have some amazing volunteers throughout the process, and a lot of them are out here today. I'll try to get some video of them as well.
So this is actually the first time we walked through the property, and this is a Confederate era cemetery that borders the property, actually in between holes 1 and 3. And that is where hole 3 is going to be in the future, right down that little tunnel. And then hole 1 is kind of right down at the bottom of that hill there. So you'll see how different it is. This is my first day out there cutting in October. And then we announced the tournament for February 26th, sanctioned tournament. And this is hole 1 as we got it cut out. Show you some of the pictures of the holes here. That's hole 4, which is a lot of people's favorite big downhill hole. This is Miles, one of our awesome volunteers, cutting up a giant and dangerous tree on hole 4. And a lot of our volunteers out here that came to help me level off tee pads, cut trees, dig up roots, and deal with all the thorns and different brush we had. Had some amazing people come and help. And the land just is really beautiful overall, and I think we were able to take good advantage of it. My lovely wife was kind enough to come and help several times, and my daughter as well, and we were able to put this together and make it what I think is a pretty fun track and available to everyone. This is one of the big crews that came and helped us here. And then we got our players packs for the tournament from Reptilian Disc Golf. They sent us some amazing looking discs and some of their new plastics, a good variety. And this is the first ever card to play it at the Creekside 2-Disc Challenge. And that is the first throw there. Daniel Alvidrez putting his chameleon he just got up into the circle. Jonathan Sutton, I think he threw a Komodo there, looking good. This is Blake Turner. He ended up winning the green level division. That's Buddy Tate that helped out a lot on the green for hole 4. You can see the hole 7 tee pad here in this shot. Then we have the check-in desk for the C tier. We had a little warm-up area here by the fire pit with the practice basket. And you can see how different it looks with the leaves down. Fly Right Disc Golf, Nolan was out there vending and donated some CTPs. And that was our 10 at the end of the day. All the discs, for the most part, given away. And that's Nick, one of our awesome players who volunteered to help clean up our bath. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the process. If you couldn't gather through there, we had created the course, put on the 2-disc challenge on Saturday, and then put on the seats here on Sunday. And I think if I had to do it again, I'd do it a little bit differently. I ended up playing both days because our numbers were pretty low, and I felt like it would raise some excitement having the numbers pumped up. I don't know that I would do it again. I'd probably play the 2-disc challenge again because that was pretty low key, but trying to play an actual sanction round, get your head right and everything while you're trying to admin everything and make sure that everyone knows their way around a course that literally no one else had played before the day before the tournament. You know, it was just a little bit too much stress. I'm not sure I would try to do that again. We were so lucky to be able to build it on a property where we didn't have to necessarily go through like the parks department or any type of public works where it was slowed down by much red tape. But the kind of flip side of that is it's a piece of land in transition. The church will eventually build their building somewhere out there, likely not where I put any of the holes, but you never know. And we don't know exactly which pieces of the land are going to be kept long term. I hope that where the course is kept, but there's potential for the county to put a road through there, and if they end up doing that, then either could affect part of the land, or the church might only elect to keep the land on one side of the road and not the other. So we don't really know. What I'm trying to do is get a few baskets bought so that we can run more stuff out there. I raised enough money for 2 baskets, so be trying to find out if I can just buy 2 from any of the vendors I talked to and build up to the 9 that we need. And hopefully we can run some more tournaments out there during the summer. It's going to take some more cutting. All the big stuff will be cut, except for I found there were 2 trees that I felt like after playing it 4 rounds out, 4 times through on the 9 holes, made the holes less fun by having them there. There was one on hole 5 and one on hole 8 that were just, we probably need to take those down. They're not that big, so it won't be that much of an issue. It's, our job. And then a lot of the higher up branches and vines that we weren't really focused on because we were trying to get all the trees out of the way. That will be our next thing we need to work on, getting the headroom cleared out, especially since there's so many uphill holes. And I feel like with the time and people we had, it turned out really great. I'd love to have some permanent tee pads out there eventually. But like I said, that's all in the works. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully going through the Ken Burns style photos wasn't too weird, but I tried to capture as many things I could with photos where I did not do a great job getting videos of this process. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again on another one.